Hey, sneak peekers, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are going to be talking all things Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure she's already claimed that she's going to be owning 2024 after the madness of this past week. So, we're just going to get into all of that. But I'm Allie.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Molly.
Okay, so I guess we can just get right into it. I don't think I was the only one who thought Reputation was coming in the past week. I was so certain it was happening, especially with the website shutting down and all her friends, her family, and her profile picture changing to black and white. And never in my wildest dreams did I think there was going to be a new album announcement. Like, what do you guys?
Like, even because like the website went down and it was like telephone error, I was like, oh my god,
like she can't come to the phone. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I mean, because also like the tortured. I want to make sure I get it right. The Tortured Poets Department, not the Dead Poets Society.
I do it every time.
So hard. It's black and white, so like it was the same colors.
And she played us so well.
Played us so well. But
And like I've been like saying, okay, so not to say like I knew it was coming because I didn't. I was praying. But I've been saying like ever since Midnight's like the pattern was gonna be two re-releases.
Oh, you have
two re-releases, an album. And I don't know why this one week I decided to clown myself. I was like, nope, it's Route. Let's go Route.
Me too. I was like,
album. And I was like, girl, you were literally knew this whole time how the math was gonna math. And you just pretended like you didn't. So
and
well.
I did see like people on TikTok were breaking down like Swifties were becoming like coders all of a sudden with the way that like website was showing those error messages. Apparently, if you like unscrambled the words or something, it said red herring. And like in English classes, we learned that red herrings are like if there's like a murder mystery, it's like, okay, we're gonna throw you off with this one guy who seems so obvious that's who it is, but he's just a red herring to distract you. And so like she really fooled us. She really did.
I was fooled.
I have been fooled.
Yes.
For the second time. Because I really thought she was gonna we were clowning so hard. We thought Rhapsody was coming on the last day of the US tour.
Yeah.
Yes. And you guys like that's your favorite, right?
My favorite.
Yes, Molly, you love that one. I know. When she didn't announce it, I was thinking about you. I was like, oh man, I'm sure she's excited, but like she's probably also like, are you kidding me?
I was watching the Grammys on my iPad. I was in my closet because I was like folding clothes or something, my headphones in, and my iPad like glitches right as she wins. And I was like, oh, and I like turned into like a code. Literally, I was like programming everything, putting up all my pieces, and it finally loads, and then she's like, I have something I have to tell you, and I'm like, it's Reputation. Like, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
And then she says the word brand new, and I scream.
I thought we were being clowned. Yeah.
It was insane. It was just, I can't even.
It was madness. It was madness.
I was at work when I found out. It was not fun.
Oh my gosh. No, the energy in that room seemed so weird too. Like when she announced it, I don't know if you guys were seeing the tweets, but it was
everyone was just like,
yeah, and I saw like jokes where everyone's like, oh, well, we know who's gonna be getting album of the year next Grammys. That might have been it.
Should.
Yeah,
you know what? It's probably gonna eat.
Yeah, it probably will be. And I think that it's going to be well deserved because I saw we can get into like album predictions if you guys want, but like I saw the most interesting point yesterday that somebody thinks, everyone thought Midnight's was a breakup album after the news of Joe Alwyn and Taylor dropped. And someone said like, yes, I think it might have been a hint, but they think this is going to be like the other side of the coin of Midnight's. And this is going to be like not diss track.
We're not
like,
in the lavender haze anymore. I'll just
oh no.
Yeah. I really
feel like Midnight's was like a very like confused album. It's like her knowing it's gonna end but hoping it won't, and like this and that, and like having that like mental battle. And then this one's like, oh, here's what happened, everyone. And it's just like
right. And then the fact that she said she's been working on this one for 2 years and Midnight's came out like 2 years ago. And then Jack Antonoff dropped that You're Losing Me was written in 2021. I really think this is just going to be like You're Losing Me, the 17 track version.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Joe Alwyn is gonna have to
Oh,
be
he's faking right now. Like,
Did you guys
got him.
see the Daily Mail? Like, it's the Daily Mail, so take it with a grain of salt. But that thing, like a source from Joe Alwyn
Close source to
Yeah,
Joe.
I can read it. Sydney, you haven't heard it, right?
No.
Okay, I can read it to you guys. You haven't either? Oh, this is crazy. Okay. Easy.
Go
Let me
ahead.
make sure this is okay. It's a little long, but it goes, it's undeniable that the name of her upcoming album. Oh, before I go into it, this is like a source. So it kind of just sounds like it very well could be Joe Alwyn or like his rep or something. So it's undeniable that the name of her upcoming album is in reference to Joe's WhatsApp group chat, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Right?
Oh,
And then,
I
yeah,
have heard
Taylor
that. I've
knocked
heard that.
Yes, Taylor knocked him for the name when they were together, and she didn't want people to think that it had anything to do with her. So when he spoke out about it, she was, of course, bothered. The insider continued, Joe has no reason to believe yet that she's going to diss him or their relationship. She writes about the past using code and points of reference. It may just be that she's reflecting on their time together and he is hoping it is nothing more. If it is a diss album, he thinks that is shady. He helped her with songwriting on her past albums, so it will really come to a shock to him if she talks about their breakup, as it is something he has not spoken of at all. Joe worked with the Blank Space singer on 10 of her songs, including Exile from her 8th studio album, Folklore, which won Album of the Year at the 2021 Grammys, and he was also nominated for Evermore. A source finished saying, regardless of what she does, he will still not respond because he has removed herself from her narrative and he is very glad he did. Yeah, like that end part is so crazy to me. Like,
Crazy.
He's
yeah,
crazy.
that like saying you're very glad you did is actually like so rude.
Like, I'm sorry, Joe. I would not have known who you were if it wasn't for Taylor.
Yeah.
Right? And like I like he has to know like she uses her songwriting as like therapy to like,
Right. I'm like,
what
oh,
she
he's like,
goes
oh
through.
yeah, she's done this for years and years and years with every single ex-boyfriend. However, she
Yeah.
won't say anything bad about me, right? We were together for 7 years. Like, no, babe, it ended, and it ended badly from what we know.
Yeah, and it sounds like he might have been the problem.
Clearly was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just think also like Taylor Swift in comparison to other artists talks about breakups in a way that's so like honestly like respectful and like personal, whereas other artists, not naming names, are very much like, oh, my ex is like, it was my ex's fault. They did this, they did that, and like I hate them for it. Whereas Taylor's like, here's how I feel, here's how it made me feel. And
Yeah.
for Joe to be like, I'm so happy I'm like out of her orbit. Uh, excuse me. You're just
Yeah.
saying that as like a coping mechanism. Do you know how many people would kill to be in Taylor Swift's inner circle? Me.
No, yeah. I read that article and I heard the very last line where he says he's very glad he did remove it. Like that was shady. Okay, if we're gonna talk about
That
things
is
that are
so
shady. Yeah. But okay, do you guys want to get into like overall like what you think this album's gonna be? We can go through the
Yes.
list. Yeah. Sydney?
I give a quick bracelet update. I finished my first
Yes.
bracelet. Oh yeah, for the viewers at home, I'm making friendship bracelets and I just made red. So
Oh wait, that
Oh,
was
cute. That was so quick.
yeah, I know. I've gotten nimble with it.
those are so
But
cute.
I don't have numbers. So 1999 is gonna have to wait for an
It's all
Amazon
right.
order.
Yeah,
So,
that's totally fine.
2021.
reputation. Yeah.
Also, I okay, but like back to Reputation, when she won Album of the Year, at the very end, I wasn't completely convinced she wasn't gonna be like, okay, to hell with it. Here's
No,
Reputation.
literally, like, Reputation at midnight.
Yeah. Like I was
If you check my Snapchat memories, you will see that there is a Snapchat in there when she won Album of the Year that said $10. She's just gonna say Reputation comes out at midnight.
I really wasn't gonna like I wasn't gonna be surprised. I was more surprised that she didn't do it, I think. Because
Well,
it would have just been
It's
so iconic
hilarious.
of her, especially since it didn't get any recognition by the Grammys originally, as we like saw in Miss Americana. Would have been crazy if she used the Grammys to be like, you know what?
Literally.
But okay, there's another thing that I've heard. So many people criticizing Taylor, saying that like announcing a new album at the Grammys is like proposing at someone's wedding. And I'm like, no,
No.
like it's a music event.
Yeah.
Like she can like speak to the public and to everyone else like all at once. I feel like it's like she's done it several times and no one's had an issue with it until like now. They're like, oh.
And other artists have used the Grammys to announce stuff. Like Beyonce announced she was pregnant for the first time, like after her like performance, you know, at the Grammys. So like she's not the only one who's ever used it for stuff like
You're
that.
on live TV, like addressing like a mass audience. Like I don't know why that wouldn't be like the time. Like
I feel like
Yeah.
that's so much better
wedding.
than just like posting it on the Instagram and you know,
Yeah,
not
and
getting
I'm
that
sure
like live reaction of people being like, ah,
And I'm sure the Grammys appreciate it because like that's helping their
their
viewership.
audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But okay, so also I heard that the track list leaked, that we weren't supposed to know the track list this early on.
Did.
The track list
People
and the
would.
name.
The what?
Did you know about the name too? Like 2 months ago, a random TikTok account commented on like one of the like Swiftie accounts. It was like the next album's gonna be announced on this day and it's gonna be named Tortures like the Tortured Poets Department, blah blah blah. And obviously no one was like, okay, yeah, like that has some truth. Like no one thought it was gonna be true because it's so crazy. And it's so like out there. And then they're like, this is the track list, blah 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 blah. And no one like cared because it's like that's crazy. Like, no, that's not happening. Because it's such a like non-Taylor-esque album, I feel like.
Yeah, it seems like it's a new energy we're getting from this album.
It's so much different than everything we've seen. And then yeah, I saw like the track list was like fully out and I was like, this is crazy. Like it's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she posted and I was like, oh. I was like, I've seen this before.
I like put my phone away for like 10 minutes to watch The Bachelor on Monday night. And I remember it was 10 minutes. And then I opened my phone and Sydney and like Angelina were like blowing up my phone. Like, and they were like, track list. And all I saw, like you know, when you're like reading your messages so quickly, you only see like a couple things. All I saw was Post Malone ? And then, but Daddy, I love it. Yeah. Wait,
we need to get into this.
What happened? Yeah.
We just dive right in. I feel like I'm ready.
Please.
Y'all ready?
Yes. Okay. So the first, do you guys want to like go through each track and what we think it's gonna be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the opening number is Fortnite featuring Post Malone. That is a crazy pairing.
Great.
Honestly, I kind of saw it coming a little bit.
Okay.
Really?
Because they've talked about each other in like interviews. There have been like didn't she hug him when she won something for Lover?
Yes,
like,
I saw that last night because she thought he should have won something. He was like nominated in the same thing.
So I was like, okay, like I know they're friends. Like collab coming soon.
Yeah, but Sydney, I know you've been seeing those TikToks, right?
Yes. No, my first point is like I love Post Malone as a collab artist. Like he has like some of the best collabs, like Dial Drunk, Sunflower. Like I love him. Like when he collabs with the artists. So I'm really excited to like see them two together. I feel like they're really pairing. But the name, I know it's not spelled like the game.
Like the game. Yeah.
But it is so funny for pop culture. Like the fact that TikTok is free is crazy because the amount of AI Taylor Swift Fortnite songs I have now seen being like new collab leaked. Too good.
No, they're so funny. And I keep seeing like Taylor Swift and Post Malone like edited onto like characters from the Fortnite video game. But
yeah, but nice. Gotta get that. I love that song.
No, it's like that's what it's gonna be. I guarantee you. Yeah. But and Post Malone like really can like he can belt out some ballads too. Like if you guys have seen him at like that Matthew McConaughey charity event he did a couple years ago for COVID. Yeah, look it up on YouTube. The man can sing, like other than just like, you know, what he does on his like general albums. Like, so I'm really curious to know like what this feature is gonna sound like.
So sorry.
Yeah. and the next track is the title track, The Tortured Poets Department. I still getting used to that name. It's so long and it sounds like Dead Poet Society. So, but I love it. And I love that it's supposedly a kind of diss at that tortured man's club.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I had a theory that like the Tortured Poets Department was gonna be like a collab album with like all the great like sad singer
Tortured
songwriters.
Poets. Yeah.
So I have a feeling that either this song's gonna have a lot of writing credits from other people, or like the back vocals are gonna be some people.
Oh,
That's
that'd be
just the
so
theory
cool.
I have, because it's not like a full like featuring, but like I feel like we might hear some people in the back, and
I would love that. Kind of like Lana in the back of Snow on the Beach. That'd be so pretty. But
Selena's gonna play a role. Like,
oh, I need
Selena's
her.
gonna be featured on something.
I really need a Selena collab. Like first of all, I'm shocked
The-
1989 didn't have any collabs, and I really was a believer she was going to be on 1989.
That double album theory really got me.
Yes.
That one did get me. I will admit. I was taken.
You wanted what?
I know I was taken down by the double album.
Me too. I
thought
was tricked. I was bamboozled.
Personally victimized by Taylor Swift fan theories.
Me too.
Okay, the next track is My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. That one's crazy.
It's giving, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yes. I keep seeing so many tweets joking, saying like, watch, this is just like about her cats.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Yeah, it was about Benjamin.
Yes. No, I could totally see it as this is why we can't have nice things. Like, I really think these are going to be, like, if we're just going into the vibe of the album, I think it's going to be like Midnights and Folklore had a baby.
Yes.
And I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I honestly, talking about like the album as a whole, I know it's said to be like synth pop, and I just know Jack Antonoff's grimy fingers are all over this, and I need him to stop. I need Max Martin, Aaron Dessner only. So sorry.
I'm sure he's on it. I bet you.
Oh, he for sure is.
Have y'all heard the album? I would assume.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be. I feel like this album is gonna be very much like the Alcott and like Renegade.
Yes.
Like that's like kind of the vibe I'm getting, and I would love that. But yeah, Jack Antonoff just like I have a love-hate relationship with that man.
I like him as a person. I think he needs to leave. Yes, I think he needs to leave Taylor alone for a little bit.
I think Aaron Dessner needs some love. I want to bring him back.
Yes, get him back. Yeah, get him in that studio, please.
My I'm just gonna like flex. My uncle was in Jack Antonoff's first band and like knows him.
Excellent.
So
but why haven't we used this connection?
So right, that's literally what I'm saying. I was talking to my uncle and I was like, "Hey, can you like?" He was like literally showing me. He's like, "This is like when Jack and I last talked, and here's like Jack and I when we were younger, and like I'm really good friends with Jack's parents." And I was like, "Hey,
hello, uncle."
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Like, if I were you, I would riot at Thanksgiving. That's crazy.
But I really like do. Like,
I will be at your family Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I will be there.
But I feel like Jack Antonoff, like, I don't know. I just don't. I want Aaron Dessner.
Yeah, he's a talented fellow.
I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like, was it Folklore where they were both like heavily involved? I think it's going to be that.
I hope so.
Me too.
Then the next track is Down Bad, which that one I don't know what it's gonna. I don't know.
I feel like that could either be like baddie or like super sad.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be sad.
Or I feel like it could be like really sad lyrics but baddie beat.
Oh,
that baddie beat.
Yeah. And then track 5, which we know famously always are to the gut. Yeah, is gonna be So Long London. And let's all just take a moment to acknowledge Sydney's gonna be getting that when she sees Taylor in London.
She will.
I believe she's gonna do it on her first night, but I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. If that's the last night in London, she'd be like, "Bye, London."
Yeah, So Long London.
Yeah.
Let's also take a moment to mourn the death of London Boy.
I was telling Sydney before this meeting started that I think it could be the same tune of London Boy, but it's gonna be like stripped down and sad.
That would be insane. I hope so badly that you were correct.
Oh my god, I will. Oh, I can't.
Wouldn't that be insane? But I have a feeling that one's gonna be kind of. Sydney, were you saying that you think this one's gonna be a little all too well-ish?
I do, yeah. That was what I'm kind
Ooh.
of getting from it. I feel like it's gonna be like kind of like a piano ballad, like very
Yeah.
that. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. But yeah.
I totally agree. I think this one's gonna be very much a tell-all. Like this is where we're gonna start to get a very big glimpse into what was actually going on.
Yeah.
And then the next one is
Another
one
verse.
of two seemingly Harry references, but I think it could just be a coincidence.
I
But
feel
Debbie,
like
I love him.
it's either Harry reference or Ariel reference, like
I
Little Mermaid.
I love the Ariel reference because it
Yeah,
makes
because
so much sense. I'm sure you've seen on TikTok where they're like,
she had to
Ariel
lose her
gave up
voice
her
for a
voice.
man.
And famously, for the 6 or 7 years she was together, we didn't see that much of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I feel like someone was also saying like they could think like Bejeweled was like a warm up for but Daddy, I
For
love.
Daddy, I love him.
Yeah.
Or if it's Bejeweled vibe, because I know it's supposed to be synth pop. If it's Bejeweled vibe, so
Mhm.
like kind of just like, I miss you, but I miss sparkling with the beach, but it's like hitting him in the face with the lyrics. I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I think it's definitely going to be a nod to her most previous relationship. I don't think it's going to be about Harry Styles, but that is a very weird coincidence that Harry Styles has a shirt like that.
That's the first thing that I thought of when I
Yeah,
saw that. But then
me
I was like,
too.
wait, what other connection do we have to Harry? It's just a shirt.
Right?
It's
Right.
just a shirt. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we
Um,
never know.
and then the next one is Fresh Out the Slammer, which is giving No Body No Crime to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Giving rep.
Yeah.
And No Body No
Yes.
Crime. Like it's giving all those vibes.
Yes. No, I like definitely think that one. I have a feeling that could be like she just broke up with them and she's like she's feeling good. Like she's out.
Especially because the song right after that is Florida.
Yes.
Like it's like fresh off the slammer, I'm in Florida.
Have y'all seen that video that's circulating TikTok where she finished singing Lover and she like wiped a tear away and that was supposedly at the first Florida show after the breakup was announced?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
some
saw
people
that.
think it could be like a Florida with 3 exclamation points, like kind of like sarcastic, where she was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to be here," but then like
Yeah.
we don't know.
This also has Florence and the Machine, which is like, whoa, crazy collab.
That's gonna be
But
That I'm
insane.
excited for.
that has potential to be so beautiful.
I'm so excited. Like I really hope it. Oh my God, that one's gonna hurt my feelings, I think.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Florence and the Machine. I think her voice and like Taylor's will be so beautiful.
No, I'm so ready for that
I
one.
have a feeling this one has potential to be like so crushing lyrics, but with like a fun little poppy Florida beachy beat.
Maybe
And I'm
kind of
just like,
like 1989 when it we all thought like slut was gonna be this
oh,
power anthem. And
Yeah.
it was more toned
it's
down
like,
and more yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the next one is guilty as sin with a question mark.
That to me is gonna be dress.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Do you guys think we're gonna get any Travis songs on this one?
I don't
Just because it was 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You never
yeah.
know.
I don't know.
Maybe I have a theory, but I'll wait till we get there to tell
Okay,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
And then the next song is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, also with a question mark.
Yeah.
I am afraid of the whole me, personally.
I'm afraid of her.
I am afraid. I am because like also, like the like Taylor Swift like Speak Now era was like there's a word I can't say on here, but you know what I'm like going for. That was so like I feel like that's the reference there is like
Yeah.
sorry, that wasn't English.
I
I
was gonna
apologize.
say, what are you trying
I'm
to
like really out.
I just went on a million-mile run. And just said, I'm sat for the podcast. She laughed.
We'll get
Well,
Molly back.
I feel like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Crazy. I did not. Sorry, guys. Molly's having a moment.
Okay, that's okay.
Would you please finish your thought? What were you
Or
gonna
none.
say?
I don't know.
He doesn't even know.
No idea.
Because okay, I feel like I have theories and hopes for all of these songs. Like everything I'm saying is just like what I want it to be.
Yeah, no,
But
I feel like we're gonna be like astronomically wrong with so many.
oh, for sure, for sure. We have to do like a pickup after this one once
Yeah,
it
like
actually
what we
comes out
thought
and be
versus
like,
what
you were
happened.
so wrong.
I
Yeah,
love the TikToks where they're like everyone like tries to guess like what's gonna sound like. But like
yeah,
one girl, and usually they're like kind of jokey. But I
yeah.
heard one girl, her name's like Caroline, I think, on
Okay.
TikTok. And she's like Vienna's like roommate or something. Like they're always making videos together. Anyways, um, she was like doing it and like her voice was like so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, like if this is like how it sounds, like I would die. Like I would die.
Ooh. I I really think it's gonna be. I think these are all gonna hurt our feelings, like on a whole other level than she's ever done before.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me could either be like Seven-esque, because
Mm.
like little, oh my God, like I'm such a child, or it could be like, oh my God, like I can't believe you're afraid of me. You're literally a man and you're scared that I'm gonna write songs about you, type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good theory.
Like super
I
sarcastic. Who's afraid of little old me?
Yeah.
Knowing she's
Especially
got
maybe
that
being
pen in her
afraid of just
hand.
how famous she is too, which it seems like that was a
The key
a
focal
problem.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, and then the next one is I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can. That is a crazy song title. Like
That's wild.
That is so 1975.
yeah, I was seeing that. Yeah.
That's gotta be about Maddie Healy. I
I
think the way it's written, like the title with the parentheses, that's 1975 core.
yeah.
And it's gonna be synth pop album. If it sounds like any of the chords that 1975 uses, because they're very synth pop, I will be collapsing. Goodbye.
That would be insane. I really think that one's gonna be I think that one's gonna be a little bit more upbeat. Maybe that one's gonna be kind of funny.
I just want to know, like, this kind of is in reference to all the what we've talked about so far, but like 2 years in the making, like what I just need to know the timeline of when all these songs were written. Because like
Yeah.
Florida, she was in Florida in what, like April of
Yeah.
2023. So like yeah, obviously like I guess she could have written a song since then. But like I
Yeah.
just like it's like 2 years, there's so much ground to cover. I
Yeah.
want to know what's too recent
I
to
feel
like
like
be in the album.
I feel like in my head, like I said, I'm just making this up. It's gonna be chronological, how things went down. Like all the stages you had to go through. That's what I think.
I could see that, especially if like Florida is meeting like this past Florida show and right before it
Mm-hmm.
is fresh out the slammer. Like
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that. But I know, and I really thought like I really am a believer that this is just gonna be like the other side of the Midnight's coin, especially with You're Losing Me and Dear
Oh,
Reader. Like I feel like this
I
is
feel
gonna
like
be those.
You're Losing Me could have definitely been saved and put on this album, and she just
Yeah.
wanted to give us like a little tinny.
Yeah. And she'd be like, oh, I'm not done.
Also, it hits different.
Yes, hits different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a breakup song too, but it's like
Mhm.
super happy, fun, dancey, Barbie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, it's
And
so
when you
Barbie.
listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you
You're like,
actually
oh.
listen to it.
Because even coming back to Florida just a little bit, because I know that Florida was like the first show she did after the announcement of the breakup. I think they broke up long before
Me
then.
too.
Yeah.
Because at my show, actually, Arlington, Dallas slash night one is the first time that she changed Invisible String to The One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are
And
like, what?
I remember, no, literally, I'm like waiting for Invisible String. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm just like, oh my God, it's nice. I see the string, whatever. And she goes, I'm doing good. I'm on some new. I was
Yeah.
like, excuse me. Like I was
Yeah.
freaking out. I was like, this is not the song. I was literally freaking out. So
I really think that also, you know how folklore was always advertised as being, these stories, they didn't happen to her. They're written about other people. Like as more stuff is getting revealed, and I feel like as we hear this album, I'm gonna have a feeling that it's gonna be much more real than we thought. Like Tolerate It,
I really think it's real.
stuff like that. Like I have a feeling it's not as fictiony as it was advertised. The same with Midnight.
Champagne Problems.
Yeah, champagne problems. Yeah.
Also, going
Okay.
back to what you said about invisible string, I must say at Nashville night 2, we did get invisible string. And
Oh,
it was post breakup, which is kind of
Sydney has
I don't know
the
what
best.
happened there, but like yeah, she did do invisible string and it was beautiful.
That is beautiful. I'm so glad you got to experience that.
I was like, yeah.
Remind me, did Joe go to any of the Eras Tour shows?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's what
He
I
was
thought.
MIA since
I was
beginning.
like, he either went to one or he didn't go to any. So then, yeah, I think they definitely broke up like
Before.
well before the first.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
And then Love of My Life, but it's the acronym. So it could be the L could be anything. Like people are saying it could be Light of My Life, other stuff. Like so, but again, that's the Harry Styles song, very famously.
That no, as soon as I read that, I was like, baby, you were the love of my life. Like, you know, I was like, oh, either she's throwing shots or it's the other thing. It's like it's not love of my life, it's the light of my life. It could be something completely different.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Should be like lollipops, gum, whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah, maybe it was called Love of My Life, and then she was like, "Oh, wait, we already have, but Daddy, I love him. This one needs to have a different name." So the acronym came in. But okay, the next one I've been really
Wait,
the
wait,
next
wait. I
couple
have a
ones.
point about love of my life. It's
Yes.
the only song that's in all lowercase.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, you're right.
No, because I was gonna say that and she interrupted me to say that. But I was just gonna say that all of folklore was lowercase. Is that what you were?
Oh.
Go. Go.
yeah,
Say
I'm
your-
doing some research.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Second.
That is lowercase and folklore is lowercase.
Okay.
You just said it, yeah.
So I looked up what does it mean when poets use all lowercase, and it says non-capitalization tends to change the tone towards something more personal and sincere.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It like makes it sound more honest and getting rid of the formality of grammar. And she's also
UT
doing
is
it
one
in
of the
like
top
an
research universities.
abbreviation, not each word, it's an abbreviation. So
That's
they
crazy.
So
What if-
And that just makes me go back to folklore everywhere. I'm like, girl, this is not fabricated.
I'm
But,
wondering
let's
if
be
like
honest.
I'm wondering if like the L, like the first L, what if it's like loss of my life or something like really crazy, like you're losing me or something.
That would be insane.
I have a feeling
That
it's
would be
not
so
gonna be Love
her.
of My Life. I have a feeling she's gonna trick us with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that smirk. She's smirking as we're looking right at the set list.
Yeah, that one I didn't even notice the whole lowercase uppercase thing. That's crazy. Man, Sydney, that was some good sleuthing.
I was like,
That
wait,
was really
hold on,
impressive.
let me look this up. I was like,
Hey.
Great.
Okay. And then the next two really sound, I feel like side D of this album's gonna be really crazy. Because the next one's okay, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That's giving how she was so disassociated singing Lover.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what it is.
yeah. And going back to that, yeah, when she wiped, it seemingly looked like she wiped the tear away and stuff like that. Like, I think that's definitely written about.
Really rich.
And I've heard people joke that like she does not want to release Reputation because she does not feel like giving that man any praise right
Yes. Oh my. She's like, nah, Rep TV is not happening.
now. Yeah, she's like,
Why
you
we
know what?
can't have nice things.
She's like, Scooter Braun, you can have Reputation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like if she like postpones Rep TV like so because of like Joe, like I can't wait much longer. Like I actually can't. I need Reputation and I need it now.
Yeah, you might have to go beg her for it.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I'll get my
In
uncle
order.
to talk to Jack and get Jack to talk to Taylor.
There you go. This connection we need to dive more into after
Yes,
this.
like
That's
why are we
yeah.
gatekeeping this
No,
connection?
we've been gatekeeping that. Yeah.
I know.
Rep. Beautiful.
Ooh, love it.
Got a bit delayed because halfway through, it did snap.
Oh
So
no.
if
I
people
saw
wanna
you
go
looking
back
around.
and watch me go.
Yeah.
You'll see the moment. You'll see the moment. You'll know. I was like,
Okay, the next one is called I'm really excited for this one. The smallest man who ever lived, that one's gonna be a diss. And that one's gonna be a diss. I already know.
That one's giving the loudest woman this town has ever seen.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
completely switched.
I think, yeah, that one's gonna be some kind of tell-all. And I think it's gonna be like the smallest man, as in like, you know, like his like yeah, like insecurities too. Like, you know, like
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
that one's weird. I don't know. Do you guys think there's one out of all these that are really gonna be like a tell-all?
All of them?
All of
Either
them? Yeah.
definitely So Long London.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, The Smallest Man.
this is Joe's album. It's Jover.
Oh, yeah, Jover was cracking me up when that
It's
first came out.
Jover.
That was so funny. I saw like the vice president, you know, when she's like, "It's over, Joe, we did it." But they like edit it to where it sounds like she's going, "It's Jover." But,
It's Jover.
Oh my God.
We did it, Joe.
yeah. And then the next one is The Alchemy. And I remember I was watching a different podcast and they looked up what alchemy like could mean. And for some reason there's feelings that this could be about Travis Kelce. Let me look for it.
Interesting. It's giving the Alcott, but that's just they sound the same.
The alchemy, yeah.
It's like very witchy. Like it's giving like
Mhm.
glow and like how
Yeah.
that's like a whole witch set in the Eras tour. Like it's giving sorcery.
Ooh, okay, so it's a seemingly magical process of transformation, creation, and combination. And then yeah, similar is chemistry, magic, sorcery, witchcraft, and enchantment.
So
So
Sydney, please speak more.
And then, but Jules is kind of like magical, and like the music
yes.
video is like Cinderella, and it's like she's transforming, like realizing like I don't need you anymore. I can be my own diamond, and like
Yeah.
alchemy, there's thoughts. There's like little sprinkles. I feel like.
I think, yeah, I feel like it could also maybe be like a little bit labyrinthy, and it could be like, oh no, hey, I am finding love again. I'm
Yeah,
you know, getting to have it all. Like,
transforming.
yeah, I could see that too.
Mhm.
I really
And
like
then,
that point of
Kind of
transformation.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just saying I really like that point of transformation, and I feel like that
Yes.
goes with Anna's like chronological theory. But wait, Molly,
Yes.
I cut you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly, I think it cut out.
I was it kind of like I feel like it's gonna be like Ivy, at least like the same kind of like beat or like kind of feel as Ivy. Not really the lyricism is gonna be the same because Ivy's a little more like
Ooh,
like
That
that.
was good. Oh my god.
thank you, thank
But
you.
that's kind of the vibe I get.
Yeah. Okay, and
So,
then
like after this one, she's never gonna beat the sorcerer allegations.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Especially with that video of the plane. It's just
Yes. That
that's
one was
that's the
crazy.
vibe it gives me.
Yeah. Okay. Being film majors, I do remember learning about Clara Bow.
We literally learned about her like the week before she released
That's
it.
crazy. Oh my god, the
We made
marketing
this
for
for the
album was
RTS
crazy.
308 girlies.
But yeah, she was a silent film actress who became she was in a movie that was called had it in it or something. So she was known
Yes,
as
it's called
Girl.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she kind of famously gave up, she fell in love and gave up her fame and went and lived this quiet life. And so people are saying it's kind of given the lucky one and stuff like that. Sydney, you look mind blown.
No, because what I'm thinking about is like when we were talking about what's it called? But Daddy, like I love
Yes.
him, and how it's an aerial theory about like losing your voice.
Hmm.
And like if she's a silent film actress,
I have
her voice back. Like
That's crazy.
That's
Oh my god.
that's what just blew my mind.
That's crazy. I have a feeling that one's gonna be really cool. And she was dressed like Clara Bow, kind of.
Yeah.
At the Grammys. If yeah. But Anna, what do you want to say?
okay. I saw this on TikTok, and you can't really tell, but I'll tell you what's going on. So, in Los Angeles, where Clara Bow's like Hollywood Walk of Fame star is,
Mhm.
it's at the intersection of Sunset Boulevard and Vine Street, aka Whiskey on Ice. Wait, no, how does it go?
Sunset and
And
yeah.
Vine, you ruined my life by not being mine. And then at the back cover of or like where we have the set list, it says, "I love you, it's ruining my life."
That's crazy. Yeah, and it looks like the back of the Lover vinyl, but like sad.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
No, that's insane.
That
Sorry,
is
that I was really excited
crazy.
about this
The
one.
fact that you just found that, oh my God.
I had
Bro.
to pull it out of
Yeah.
my saved on TikTok.
That's I
Yeah.
was saving so much. I was like,
No,
wait, I
I
didn't
do
even remember that.
think like it's gonna be like I think it could go one of two ways, which is like either that like the you ruined my life by not being mine and like the whole like I love you, it's ruining me, like that could very much be from like Claire, or it could be what we were talking about, which is like her at least the movie that I know her from
Mhm.
is It we were talking about, which is like literally it's like you have the it factor, you're the it girl.
The It
So it
Girl,
might
that's
be
where that came from.
like,
Yeah.
more like um
Life
like
as Taylor Swift.
yeah, like I'm so not like cocky, but like you know what I mean. Like
I don't like the
literally
lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
Because
think
like the
same thing.
lakes is all about like escaping and like going to the woods like to get away from fame and like
Yeah. I think, okay, do you guys remember that really random dinner date of Greta Gerwig, Sophie Turner, and Taylor Swift?
Yes.
We just never heard anything about that ever again. What if there's like
Yes.
a music video for the Tortured Post Department and it's like Taylor Swift is Clara Bow or something?
If
So
it's directed by Greta Gerwig,
Yeah. Yeah, and somehow has Sophie Turner in it. Like,
yeah,
I,
I think that happens. I can
I, that dinner
do
date
that.
has haunted my dreams.
Yeah.
Why did they meet up? Like, I need to know. Like,
Molly
that
and
is,
I need a moment.
yes.
Oh my God.
Greta Gerwig and Taylor Swift.
I
I
think
mean,
that would actually break me. Yeah.
I can't, like, I cannot. I won't be able to function after. I'm not really functioning so well now, clearly, by the way that I can't formulate a complete thought. But like, if Greta Gerwig is
Yeah.
like directs the Taylor Swift music video, I have to leave the fandom. It'll be too much.
That I will need 2 to 3 business weeks to get over that.
Oh yeah.
That happens. But okay, and then the final one is the bonus track, the manuscript, which correct me if I'm wrong, but has she ever like already announced what a bonus track would be? I always thought that was kind of
No.
it comes
I
out
think
way
it's
after.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have a theory. Sorry,
Okay.
I have
Go get
many
into it.
theories.
Yeah.
I think it's not like the manuscript because like remember how we were talking about how like oh there might be some Travis Kelce in this. I
Mhm.
think that would be the one because it's the very last
It's
one.
new. Yeah, it
You
could be
know,
new.
if we're following the chronological
Ooh,
theory,
yeah.
it's the very last one. And also it's not like, oh, the manuscript as in like a manuscript, it's like the man you script. She manifested Travis Kelce, he manifested her.
The manuscript. I love that. That's so funny. I
These
could
are my
see it.
theories.
I could see it. Yeah. I I think maybe she could throw in a last minute Travis Kelce song because I keep thinking about Ariana Grande and how she threw in like a Pete Davidson song titled Pete Davidson. Do you guys remember that? Like, and they hadn't been dating that long when Sweetener came out. So like maybe she could pull a little Ariana Grande moment like that. And all of a sudden
Her
there's a song.
album.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay. We might not have much more time left because Sydney, I know you got to get going pretty soon. But okay, how do we want to end this? Do we want to talk about maybe a song, 3 songs we're gonna claim right now that we think will ruin us, be the best thing we've ever heard, or whatever you guys think the vibe's gonna be?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I am not prepared for it yet. Somebody else can start.
Here, I can go first. Now that we just talked about Clara Bow and Anna, you found that cross section. I think that one is gonna blow my mind, and I love like all the overlaps with it, and I love the aerial theory. So I think that one is a big one for me. I'm also gonna claim Florida as a Florida girl. I'm really interested to see where that one goes, and I don't have the best relationship with Florida, so I'm interested to
Yeah.
see what her take on it is. And then the other one is obviously So Long London. Like, I already know I'm gonna love that one, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
I think my jaw is just gonna be on the floor during So
Yeah.
Long London. Yeah.
So
Okay.
those are my 3 claims.
I think okay, I feel like mine's gonna be very similar to yours. I think Clara Bow, just because I feel so smart that we already knew who this woman was, but like, the rest of the
No.
world is learning. And then I think I'm really intrigued to hear The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, just because that could mean so many different things, and I need to know. And then I think after that, So Long London or But Daddy I Love Him. I don't know which one I claim more, but The Little Mermaid's one of my favorite like fairy tales like from Disney. So I think probably But Daddy I Love Him. I'm so excited for that one.
You wanna go first?
Sure. I agree with the But Daddy, I Love Him because of the Ariel, the Little Mermaid theories, because I was 4 years old. My two biggest obsessions in the world were Love Story by Taylor Swift and Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
Aww.
That was like me at 4 years old. That was all I talked about. That was all I knew,
Yeah.
really.
Oh wait, and Taylor went as Ariel a couple years ago for Halloween. You
Yeah,
guys
so
remember that?
it's
Yeah.
like
Was it a New Year's party or was it a Halloween party?
Whatever it was, yeah, one of those.
But
Yeah.
I know that the theme for that, it was like dressed up as your like childhood hero or something like that, which just makes
Oh, Molly, you guys are the same.
oh yeah, I am Taylor Swift. Careful, I'm bleeding and you just touched it. I don't know. I told you like 15 times. Anyway, so that, but Daddy, I Love Him because that is me. And then I'm really excited for My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys because
Oh.
that is giving very Reputation.
Yeah.
And if I haven't made it abundantly clear, I'm obsessed with Reputation. And then the third one would probably be, yeah, probably So Long London. Kind of basic, but like
No, that
I'm
one's
just
gonna be
really excited to hear
crazy. I'm ready for that one.
it. Are you
I am ready for it.
That was good, guys. That was really good.
For me, I'm claiming Fortnite just because featuring Post Malone. I know it's gonna be a bop. I know it's gonna be.
The fact
I
that
know
it's the
it's gonna
opening
be
track
like.
is cool.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a hell of an opening track. I'm
Yeah.
claiming it.
Dial Drunk kind of, because
I
Dial Drunk with
hope-
Post Malone was.
I hope it's
Oh, that
so
was
good.
really good.
So
Yeah.
I'm claiming that one. I am also claiming I Can Fix Him. No, I really can.
That one's gonna be good.
If it sounds anything like 1975, I'm on the floor. Like, bye. Like, I know that one's about Maddie
I'll
Healy.
check in on you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I was gonna claim Clarabelle, but everyone already did. But that one too. But instead, I'll also claim the manuscript because bonus track, last one, why is it
Your
released with
theory.
the album? I
Yeah.
know, like I feel like it's gonna be like a really good song too. So I'm claiming those three.
Yeah, and especially I like that Sydney said earlier, the final track of every single one is kind of a hint into what the next album's gonna be. And especially if you think it could be a little Travis Kelce themed, I am waiting for an album with love songs about that man. Like I am so excited.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a song named 87 and I Will Die.
I love her bracelet so
Oh my
far.
God,
I don't think I'm
perfect
gonna
timing.
finish, but I did a little heart for the O. So
That is
Oh,
so
so
cute.
cute.
yeah, I had to
Wait, I love that.
share.
Okay. Well, so Sydney isn't late to her class. We should probably cut it here.
Wrap this up.
But yes, I'm so glad we got to talk about this though. The minute it was announced, I was like, Sydney,
Yeah.
we have to do a podcast about it. But yeah, tell us what you guys think, sneak peekers, in the comments below, and we'll come back once we know what these are actually about and tell you what we were right and wrong about. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, sneak peekers.